Hi guys, Steve Girardi here. Welcome to Steve Strings. Today I have another review video for you. Today we'll be looking at the Kmise Tenor Scale Banjo Ukulele. I'll also be doing a comparison of this to Kmise's Concert Scale Ukulele, which are very, very similar. Let's go ahead and dive into it. To start off with, you can see here that this instrument has a nicely shaped headstock to it, and you can see there is a truss rod cover here. This instrument has a two-way truss rod. You can see the Kmise logo is inlaid there, and it is very neat and tidy. You can see that this neck, I believe, is an Okume neck, but it has a veneer of sapele on the headstock, which matches the sapele laminate body. You can see this instrument has a very dark fretboard here with position markers on the face, and also position markers that can plainly be seen through the binding that is on the neck. And because of that binding, there are no sharp fret edges on this instrument. The tuning machines on this are just basic closed geared tuning machines, nothing fancy going on, but they appear to have been holding tune pretty well. You can also see that this instrument has a Kmise sound head on it and a maple bridge with an ebony cap. As I said, this has a laminate sapele body. You can see it presently is closed back, but by simply removing these screws, you're able to take the back off and turn it into an open back banjolele. This has the very typical kind of hardware you see on banjos or banjoleles. And you can see that it has a nut here that you would think could be adjusted with this wrench, but it can't because this other nut is blocking it. But you adjust this by using this screw on top, so that's pretty easy to use. You can see that the body of this instrument also isn't just a plain wood. It also has a binding and a couple lines of purfling there on it too, which makes it look, I think it looks quite nice. And I should say that this is very, very similar to their concert scale one. The biggest difference between the concert scale instrument and this tenor, of course, is the scale. The concert scale ukulele that looks like this is a 15-inch scale. This one is a full 17-inch scale, and this instrument comes with a truss rod, which the concert scale instrument does not come with, and I'll show you that one here in a minute. You can see that this instrument also comes with a strap button here, which is important because this does come with a strap, although many people also will attach the strap to the hardware on the banjo. The action on this instrument is quite good. This particular one, the action was, like I measured it using my little string gauge guide here. The action is 0.110 at the 12th fret or 0.275 millimeters. Before we hear this play again, and before I compare it to the concert, let's go ahead and look at some of the accessories that come with this instrument. I should say that I did an unboxing video of this a while ago, and I'll put the link to that up here for you. First of all, one of the things that's really important with this instrument is that this instrument comes with this setup guide. Basically, you just set this at the nut, and you position the bridge at the other end of it. It is that simple. If for some reason it gets lost or broken, you basically just take your tape measure, and you measure 17 inches from the nut, and that's where you place the bridge. This instrument also comes with a very hefty shoulder strap along with the hardware type buckles that you can attach to the hardware on the banjo. This instrument also comes with this special wrench for adjusting the hardware on the sides and also for adjusting the coordinator rod, which is inside this instrument, and that's a rod that goes from here to there, and by adjusting that you can slightly adjust the pitch of the neck and thereby adjust the action of the strings. This instrument also comes with an Allen wrench, which is important because it does come with a two-way truss rod. It also comes with 3 picks or plectrums if you play with that. It comes with a spare set of strings. It comes with an electric tuner. And also it comes with a piezo. This has some like Velcro on it, and it has a sticky back on the back of the piezo. So if you wanted to, you could attach this to the back of this instrument and you could plug it in and make it even louder. Though I don't know why you would. These things are already pretty loud. The other thing that comes with this is an important thing, and that is the gig bag. Because this is a tenor scale ukulele, you can't just pick up a gig bag that easily just anywhere. And so it's nice that this one comes with it. This has, maybe 10 millimeters worth of padding to it, which is certainly adequate for basically carrying it around. It does have 2 shoulder straps that are just basic webbing. They get the job done. It also has just a basic webbing carrying handle. It does have a little pocket on it, which does not really bellow, but still you can get most of your things in there. You can't get the shoulder strap in there, but you could probably lay that down next to the instrument if that was attached. And this bag opens up, not quite all the way, but certainly far enough to be able to get the banjolele in without any real trouble. Okay, let's now go ahead and look at a side-by-side comparison of the Kmise tenor scale banjolele and the concert scale banjolele. And I should say that Kmise makes several concert scale banjoleles, and so for this one that I'm looking at, this concert scale one, I'll put the nomenclature up here for the specific model of this. So again, let me put both of these side by side so you can see them. Let me back up here. So you can see here plainly that when I line up the bridges on this, one headstock is longer than the other one. The bodies on these two are the same size. So basically the bodies of these are identical, the sound head is identical, the bridges are identical, the materials are identical. When you look at the headstocks, they're identical. The big difference between these two, of course, is the scale of the tenor, which is 17 inches versus 15 inches. And this instrument has a 2-way truss rod, which the concert scale instrument does not have. Another difference in this particular model of concert scale ukulele or banjolele is the position markers here on the soundboard. You can see they have an interesting sort of a 4-pointed shape to them, whereas in the tenor scale ukulele, this just has the basic dot position markers. But both of them do have the same type sapele back material, and they look very, very similar. The purfling is the same on these particular models. Very, very little difference, like I said, except for the scale. And you would think because of that, these would sound pretty much exactly the same. It's the same body, but I find they do sound slightly different. Now, that may be due to the tension on the drum heads may not be exactly the same. I really haven't played around with adjusting the drum head, but that can plainly affect the tone that comes from it, so that may be it. But again, let me go ahead and play this for you again a bit, and then I'll play the concert right after it, and you can see how these two particular ones do sound somewhat different. Now the concert. So very, very similar in sound. The same amount of volume is certainly projected from both of these. Very, very similar. Which one do I prefer personally? Well, I'm more used to playing the tenor or baritone ukulele, so I do like the extra room on the neck on the tenor compared to the concert. I have friends who prefer concert scale ukuleles, and so they, I'm quite sure, would prefer the concert scale banjolele. But for me, I do like the extra finger room on the neck of this particular instrument. Let me go ahead and give you another sound sample, this time just of finger picking. So there you have it, the Kmise tenor scale banjo ukulele or banjolele. So if you're looking for a banjolele, but you prefer a bit of a longer scale and you want to have a little more adjustability in the action or in the relief in the neck of the instrument, which you don't have in the concert scale, this is certainly one to look at. In addition to this instrument, obviously, this comes with a number of accessories that also make this a really competitive choice if you're looking at banjoleles. I hope you found today's review video helpful. If you did, please give a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more reviews or unboxing videos or the builds that I do on my channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you come and check out my other materials. If you've had a chance to play this instrument or you've played other banjoleles, I'd like to hear your thoughts on how this one stacks up against other instruments that you've played. Looking forward to see you next time. Thanks for watching.